and you're with me and my man.
Hello!
And today we're going to show you how to make a vegetarian dish. It is one of my favourites, 3-bean chilli.
3-bean chilli, very, very nice indeed. And will it by any chance be a spicy 3-bean chilli?
Well, this version will be spicy, but you can
why.
adapt it because I love chilli.
Yeah, we know. We're learning that by now, yes. Adapt to your own taste.
That's it. So, without further ado, down to the ingredients.
Woo! So, here we have the ingredients and a lovely array of chilies there. Ooh, nice little sticks, obviously just for your spicing. And then coming down, we have garlic, yum. A nice green pepper, again. Some onions, there we go, being handled really well. Oh, you can see that skyline. Some tomato puree or tomato puree. Don't ask me why. Some dark chocolate we've got. Where are we going next? Spices. So the spices here, if you're going to point, we've got salt, yeah. That one is cinnamon. Then we've got our chili powder, paprika, cumin, and turmeric with a bit of black pepper, and then the assortment of beans, black beans, haricot. Wait, bit of difference of opinion. Red kidney beans, and then some chopped tomatoes. So I'll just show you them lovely ingredients again, and then the next thing we'll do, we'll start prepping and start cooking. Woo!
Right, so now we are going to just prep the veg. So I'll show you. I've already peeled the onions. Now, if you want to look down,
okay, I'll come down here.
I have peeled them. I would normally use one large onion, or because I don't have a large one, I'm using 2 smaller ones.
Yeah.
So I peel them because that's a bit of a tedious job. And the garlic, I peel the garlic, and I've just taken the top and the middle out of the pepper.
Yeah, lovely.
Just so that you don't have to see those really boring bits. There we go.
Like you did once watching me on our curry video where I had a right nightmare getting the
garlic,
skin
yeah.
off. No, we're going
With the onion?
Yeah, we're getting skin off onion.
It's normally either or.
Yeah.
Right, so I chop them quite chunky.
Okay, yeah.
So it is just slice
and dice.
Slice and dice.
Slice and dice.
That's it. Quite chunky. We don't need them to be fine. I rarely do anything fine.
Is there any reason for that?
Because I can't be bothered.
She can't be
So there we go. Just chunky. I don't see what difference it makes, personally. I'm going to move them so I've got more space on the plate. Look. Whoa, delicate.
Nearly lost pepper.
Rolling.
Then
I'll
next.
do the pepper next, just because it's there. The same, just slice it.
Yep. Bit bigger chunk, so round about the same.
Just slightly bigger. I don't want them too big.
Yep.
Or too small.
Okay.
There we go. That's perfect instructions. Not too big, not too small. It's a bit like Goldilocks. There we go.
Goldilocks. Why did Goldilocks have peppers or something? Or I missed something?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had it after a porridge.
All right.
She went full after a porridge, so she had some peppers. There we go.
Tip it onto plate. I'm just looking at that. Oh, lovely.
Next, I'll do the
sorry.
garlic. Now,
I'm just getting obsessed
is a
with
bit more faffy.
Faffy.
So I slice it down, just making sure you don't go through this end at the top.
What
and
about
then
your
turn
fingers?
it and your fingers. And slice down. Again, not going through the top or your fingers. And then just slicing across and making tiny little cubes, for want of a better phrase.
Tiny little cubes.
There we go. And do it again.
Oops. Fine garlic.
And then sometimes you can't always slice down this side bit.
Yeah.
Don't cut your fingers. You can always grate it if you want to.
Ah, that'd be a good idea.
Sometimes makes more sense, but I don't like doing that either because I tend to grate my fingers.
We're not doing very well here, are we, with this garlic?
There we go.
Could you also slice it, or would it be too big for the chili?
No, I wouldn't slice it. I wouldn't personally. I've never tried it. So never say never.
Never say never.
There we go. And lastly, I'm using 4 garlic cloves. You don't have to. It might be too garlicky for you. You'd start off at 2 and just see, but I always use 4.
Yeah.
Because I like garlic and chilli.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice
Pop that on the plate. And with that bit of skin there from finger.
That skin from your finger. Ignore her.
Now, I'm not separating it because it's all going to go in the pan at the same time.
All at once?
Yeah, that's how I do it. So now, just chop the chilies off.
Chilies off. Chilies off.
Off the chilies like that. Now, unfortunately, these aren't our homegrown ones because
it's a bit cold outside.
It's winter and the rain has destroyed them.
Yeah.
So, oops.
Flying chili.
It's flying. Now, you can slice down.
Yeah.
And again, and then do tiny little chopping.
But what do?
I do them in circles because I
with seeds in as well?
With seeds in. Always seeds in.
Why is that you always seeds in? Or you
I always seeds in.
All right, okie dokie.
Always seeds in. Now, this has got 6 chilies in. If you don't like it spicy, start with 2. Take the seeds out.
Yeah.
Then if you want to try it a bit spicier, keep to 2. And keep the seeds in. And just chop them the same. Or, like I said, you can cut down lengthwise and chop them across. But 6 is quite a nice heat.
Yeah. Well, it is for us, isn't it?
It is for us.
We do like the stuff spicy. And also, when you're starting off with just the couple of chilies without seed, you can taste it, can't you, towards the end. And a quick fix is just adding some chili flakes.
Yep.
But never put any powder back in because otherwise it won't. It sometimes doesn't taste right, does it?
No.
Right, if you add any powder in. Nearly lost it.
No, it tends to be too powdery and you don't get the heat.
Let's have a look at the last bit of ingredients.
And there we go. They're sorted.
Right. And so what's the next step?
So next we're off over to the hob to start cooking.
Yeah. Hey,
over we go.
Woo!
Now, over at the hob, I've got a pan that's been warming up. Yep. It's a large pan. You need a large saucepan.
It's a very large pan,
to do this. Now, I've just done a glug of vegetable oil in there. You can just see it swilling round.
Yeah, probably about a tablespoon into it.
I think it's a tiny bit more than a tablespoon, but...
Yeah, and together don't have it too hot.
Don't have it too hot. So I've got this on number 6 on our hob, which is sort of a medium.
Yeah.
I find that just right to do my onions and garlic so that they don't burn.
Here we go, let's hope they don't burn.
So, here we go. The veg is all going in at once, like I said. That's just how I do it. It's going to sizzle because it's been preheated.
Oh, you can smell that garlic.
Yeah. And now a quick whiz round.
Would you take it off the heat or just leave it on all the time?
Just initially, because it'll start cooling down now that the veg is in there.
Yeah.
So, no, just...
And do you break the onions up or just leave them as they are?
You can try, but they'll break up during the cooking because I normally leave this on to cook for about an hour on really low heat. Yeah.
Oh, you mean once you've added everything in, not this an hour?
No.
Okay, I'm saying that'd be a long time for your veg.
So just keep stirring it round.
Yeah.
What we want is just for it to soften. We don't want any colour on it. We just want it to soften.
Is that why you're stirring it all the time? I
stir it all the time because you can hear it sizzling. It is quite hot, so you don't want to burn your garlic because that'll give it a really bitter taste.
So I gather, depending on like what everybody's like cookeries and stuff, you have to lower it, don't you, and just adjust it.
Yeah.
So if it starts to burn, just take it a bit off the heat and then
lower your heat.
Lower your heat down and keep going.
Also, if it starts to stick with the onions and the peppers, rather than adding any more oil in, because we don't want it overly oily, just give it a splash of boiling water. Well, it doesn't have to be boiling, but from hot water from the kettle, a bit of a splash, and it'll de-stick, and it'll still carry on cooking the same, but you don't just want to keep
Yeah.
adding oil. That's not.
But never
That is not the answer.
No, never put cold water in because you've got
No.
hot oil in. Hot oil and cold water.
They don't mix.
Don't mix. So yeah.
But a
Let
little
it boil.
tiny splash, and just keep adding little tiny splashes. If it carries on sticking, just keep splashing with hot water until it's not. Now this is calmed down a bit.
So that all depends what type of saucepan you've got as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are quite good ones.
Sometimes decent stick at the bottom, don't they?
They do, but it's
Decent.
quite
I can see.
quite a good one now. It's moving around. You can see it.
All the water and juices are releasing now, aren't they, from the veg?
Yeah, and you can smell it, and it's quite
Yeah. Smell-o-vision again needed.
smelly. So while that's just since it's calmed down, it's not sizzling as much as you try to take over.
Well, I just didn't know whether you wanted to
grabbing up a spoon.
Oh, well.
Then I'm just going to leave it there while I just get the rest of the stuff ready. So,
What are you putting in next?
well, next I'm
coming
just
over
going to open my chocolate,
Chocolate.
because this goes in, and it's not normally an ingredient that you might think of putting into chili, but
Yep.
dark chocolate, it doesn't have to. This is just the basic dark chocolate. I think it's about 20 pence.
The basic of basic.
It doesn't matter. It's just to give it.
Yeah.
It's stealing that
I'm not.
with the spoon again.
I'm not stirring anything.
So I just take
Let's have
a
a look.
row
A row.
of chocolate,
A
dark
row of chocolate.
and it just gives it a sort of a bit of richness and
Yeah,
a bit
put it
more
back down to the pan.
depth. Now this is my favourite bit.
This is where I'm going to stand by because
Yeah, and at this point I suggest that you also stand back, open the window. I've got the kitchen ventilator because I've done this many times.
and we haven't got the extractor on, otherwise you won't be able to hear us.
So this is my favourite bit. They seem soft enough now.
So I just need to keep on the pan.
That's it. Just keep on the pan, and now I'm going to add the spices.
All at once?
They all go in at once.
Oh,
Just tip them in like that. Ba,
Hey.
ba, ba.
no, that's it. Tipped
That's
up wrong
it.
way.
They're all in now, look.
They're all in.
There we go.
Oh, first thing I got there was cinnamon.
And now stir it. The idea is to cook out the powderiness of this while.
Whoa!
Oh, it's impressive. You have to experience this
Whoa,
to
that's a
understand.
smell.
If you've got a really bad cold, this is fantastic.
Oh, so we're giving medical advice as well as cooking now.
So it's on my chest now.
Yeah.
Right, so then just keep stirring it. It will
It is sticking
sort of
a
stick
little
to
bit.
the bottom of the
yeah.
pan. That's the powder, and it's fine because it will deglaze. Oh, it's getting into my throat. Now, this is the tester.
Oh, there she goes again.
If it doesn't take your breath away when you're leaning, it's not right. My eyes are watching now. They do every time, but that is how you know it's properly coated, and it should smell of all the spices.
She's in again.
Oh,
What was that? Let's have a look at that.
yeah. Watch your eyes. There
Watch
we go.
your eyes. What next?
Now, the chopped tomatoes, and again, these are sort of a value range. I'm not plugging anybody's range of tomatoes. I'm just going to pop that over the tiny bit of cold water.
Want to stir that?
Yes, please.
Oh, look at that. I've got to stir it. I can't hold it.
There we go. And just swill the can out with a bit of cold water. It doesn't matter for that. And then stir it in again. Oh.
Oh, it's bubbling now.
And then, look, instantly it takes all the burnt powder off the bottom of the pan.
Oh, that little burnt. Oh, lovely. Next.
Now you can smell it, can't you? Oh,
I'm just going to have
just going to
Oh, just put some pepper in.
grate it in.
Grate it. I mean grind it.
Grind it. Whatever.
Grate it.
Well, I might as well grate it. These grinders are rubbish. I'm pretty sure I've said that before.
Yeah,
They're
I think
really
you
rubbish.
have. I think everybody's bored of that
Bored of
now.
that conversation.
Let's
So
get this going, ain't we?
get a look at the bubble.
Looking at the bubble. Would you still leave that on the heat or lower it down now?
No, I'm going to lower it down.
Okay, what are we taking it to?
I normally, well, it cooks once it's all sorted at, I'm going to take it down to 2.
Down to 2, yeah?
Yeah, so now I'm going to add the tomato puree. 2 tablespoons full. Big tablespoons.
Yeah. Blob.
Oh,
That's what's happening there.
it's me.
Yeah.
There we go. Blop.
Two heat tablespoons was that.
Just stick the chocolate in, it'll melt. Give it a quick stir around.
Lovely.
And now, yeah, add in the beans, because it is, after all, a 3-bean chilli. So that is the basis.
You can already see it's starting to go dark.
You can also add some chipotle in. I haven't got any at the minute, so I haven't put any in, but you can add, that gives it a nice smokiness.
Alright.
There we go, spill it round.
Yeah, a little bit of a splash, standard.
So I've just drained and rinsed the beans. So all 3 tins, the kidney beans, the black beans and the haricot beans are all in there, and then just tip them all in.
Without spilling?
Without spilling.
Hey, well done.
Oh, it's all of it. Water's all of it.
Now, well, nobody can see that. We've just talked about it there, so now everybody knows.
Go.
Bang your arm.
Bang your arm. Yeah. That's why I've got a bad elbow.
I just keep banging it on there.
Right, and then just stir until it's all combined.
Yep.
Now, if you smell it now, it will smell more tomatoey than the flavours that were sorting your sinuses out earlier. But it develops.
Is that why you need to leave it on for about an hour then?
Yeah, even though there's no meat in it and it's just vegetarian. Vegan, vegetarian, there's nothing in there. Then turn it, it's down at 2. Oops, I've turned it to 1. 2, put the lid on it.
Yeah.
Leave it for about an hour, stir, go back to it. I'd say every 20 minutes, you don't have to keep stirring it too much.
Yeah.
And then check it after an hour. And all you want is for the flavours to come in at that point. You test it and hopefully it is as delicious as it always is for me.
Hey, so we'll come back in about an hour and have a little taste. Hey!
Right, so the chilli has been on for just slightly over an hour now. So I'm going to lift the lid and see how it is.
Lift the lid. I'll come
I
down.
have been checking it, as I said.
It smells lovely.
Oh, it does smell really, really good. And you can smell the difference from when you first put it in and it smells tomatoey.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pop it in this bowl.
You're getting a little stir first, so has that all been done? Oh,
I have stirred it,
as well.
Yeah, it's gone slightly darker, and that is partly due to the chocolate in there.
Yeah. Let's have a look then. Let's have a look
So
in the bowl.
this is the 3-bean chilli.
Ooh,
Full of beans.
That is absolutely stunning.
So it's very good for you, healthy.
Yeah.
Quite a cheap dish to make as well, the ingredients. Now, serving wise, I have just done these because I like it with, you can have it with rice or on a jacket potato. These are just a bought tortilla wrap.
Yeah.
Just one that I've cut into these sections. So it makes 8 triangles. Just cut it with the scissors.
Yeah.
Grill it on both sides. That's it. It's a simple little sort of Dorito style. You can put spices on it if you wanted to, but I'll show you them in a different thing. So now what I'm going to do is...
you're going in.
I'm going in because this is one of my favourite things.
Hey, no. So, I think you're going to enjoy this, aren't you? I'm just looking at that face.
Once I tested it as I was going along, I had a bit of a spicy...
Let's have a little look before you come in.
There we go. Ooh. So it's just jam-packed with beans.
You're still dipping in, aren't you? I'm just waiting to do a taste test.
Oh, sorry. No, it's quite hot, so heat-wise and spice-wise.
Yeah. Nice little crunch. We're looking at the face. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, is that it? Don't eat anymore.
Oh, yeah. So that for me is the perfect spice. It's got a bit of a kick. It's nice and hot, and it's perfect for a wintry, frosty day as it is today. So give it a go. It's really easy, healthy, quite cheap.
Yep, 3-bean chilli recipe. Woohoo!
Enjoy.